This is a DPV Basics crash course, so it's not intended as the only source of information for your DPV diving. It is, however, a great starting point for the land drills and in-water practice that you'll have in a formal course. You need to attach the scooter of the DPV, Diver Propulsion Vehicle, to your body with a strong point attachment, a backplate or a strap like this. The idea is that the scooter tows you behind and you're riding parallel to the scooter. When you're talking about the basic DPV planning, you have to think on the burn time of the batteries. So if your scooter has a full battery of 50 to 60 minutes depending on age and how well it charged, you can only use a part of that depending on the environment you're diving. While you can expect 30 to 40 minutes running in open water at full speed, when you dive in the overhead, you only have 15 to 20 minutes for penetration, as obviously you have to get back. You're going to be needing a lot of gas, and you're going to be having to use different configurations to carry it. The situation is that if you can swim at 10 meters per minute and you swim for 10 minutes, you can swim away or make a penetration of 100 meters. But if you do 10 minutes on the scooter and the scooter is traveling at 60 meters per minute, you can go as far as 600 meter penetration. What that means is that if the scooter breaks and you have to come back, it's going to take you 60 minutes to swim the 600 meters, which in the scooter it only took you 10 minutes. Notice that the scooter speed is the same regardless of depth. However, it will change with current or configuration. One way to avoid switching regulators from multiple bottles is manifolding bottles. This will also allow you to control failures and have more redundancy in the case of a regulator failure. You need to make sure that your regulators and all your equipment is attached to your body, so using bolt snaps and strong D-rings will help you to keep the equipment where you want it. All scooters are electrical, so an electrical diagram of how a scooter works is important to understand. So you have the battery or the power source, which is then going to go to a relay switch, and it's going to wait for activation of the reed switch to send the power into the engine that is going to transmit it into the propeller. So basically you hit the trigger with your finger and the reed switch is going to tell the relay to pass the power into the engine to spin the propeller. A nice feature is an on-off switch to get out of trouble. The weakest point in a rebreather is the shaft seal. So what happens is that the propeller is outside the scooter, but the engine and the batteries are inside the scooter. So there is a point where the shaft from the motor has to go into the propeller to make it spin. So from the motor to the shaft, from the shaft to the seal, from the seal usually goes a clutch, and from the clutch goes into the propeller. This is important to understand how to take care of it, because it's a part will need more maintenance on your scooter.